Hey guys, Makarov9 here with a review of my latest acquisition. This is a Charter Arms Pathfinder target model with a 4-inch barrel, stainless steel finish, 6-shot, 22 long rifle. It's got the fully adjustable rear sight for windage and elevation. It's got the fixed ramp front sight, and it is a double action, single action. It has the as you can see here, the full shrouded barrel with a shrouded ejection rod, which is kind of nice, gives us a kind of a beefy look. This one came with aftermarket Coca-Cola wood grips with finger grooves, which is pretty nice to find in a used revolver purchased from a private seller. It came with the rubber grips, and that's these here, which are nice. They've got the finger grooves as well, and it gives you something nice to hang on to. Pretty nice, not really complaining. It's just that these are a little bit fancier, and these wood grips are always nice no matter what you put them on. Now, my reasoning behind purchasing this was not only just to plink with and let new shooters have a whack at getting into shooting sports, but really for a training pistol for me. I'm going to try my hand at shooting my Ruger SP-101 in my 4-inch barrel and 357 Magnum that I did a review on earlier in IDPA competition. I took it to a gunsmith and had the trigger reworked, and it's got a real smooth trigger now, and all that. And maybe I'll do a video on that later, explaining what was done to the trigger and things like that. But try it out, because last summer I saw a guy shoot a match with a Smith & Wesson 66, did real well, and I thought, man, I'm going to try this because I'd like to try to see how quick I can speed load a revolver. So this is kind of a training revolver for me. It's just a 6-shot. I would have liked to have found a like a 9-shot Taurus or Smith & Wesson or something like that. But this is what came up, and it was from a private seller, and you all know that I like to buy from private sellers. So I purchased it for $275. I think I got a pretty good deal. Came with the box and the paperwork and all that. You can see here, made in the USA. Charter Arms have lifetime warranties, and their customer service is real nice and very, very helpful. Your typical hard plastic case with your egg crate foam, and your instructions and all that came with it. We've all seen that stuff. But I will show you something that's kind of neat about Charter Arms if you did not know. They will give you a schematic of your revolver to identify every little bit and piece right there. Now that's pretty nice. I'm easily thrilled, I understand. But that's pretty cool. So if you don't want to send your revolver in, if you were to ever have any problems with it during the course of your ownership, then you can actually contact them and say, well, I need part number 11. And they would look on their schematic and they say, oh, well, that's the looks like maybe the safety retention spring or something, maybe for the takedown latch, or the cylinder release, or whatever that is, number 11. Have to look at it a little bit closer instead of through the camera to know. But that, as an example. So that's kind of cool. But it has been safety checked. I'm not going to mess around with that. You can see here. We'll take it off the Phoenix light. Take a look at it here. Whoop. Take a look at that. There we go. 6-shot. Cock the hammer. Lower the hammer. Don't ever roll it with your thumb when you close that cylinder. That's a big no-no. It does have the firing pin mounted on the safety, so you've got the transfer bar here. As you can see, that transfer bar comes up as the hammer comes down. It contacts that plunger right there, and the plunger contacts the firing pin mounted on the frame. And of course, the firing pin contacts the primer contacts the powder ignites, propels the bullet at the end of that. That's for all you beginning shooters, which you don't want to be on the receiving end of that. Okay? And you don't ever want to put your fingers, when you're shooting, up around here, or you might get a stinging sensation that would be quite uncomfortable. This little revolver comes in at 20 ounces, so it's not incredibly light, nor is it real heavy. And it is a pretty good quality little piece. Took it to the range about 3 days ago and shot CCI mini mags, CCI Stingers, Federal Automatch round nose, and the Remington Golden Bullet, and they all fired just fine. My accuracy was the best, of course, with the 2 CCI brand ammunition. This is not a rail for a light, although it sure make you want to believe it is, huh? It's just to kind of fancy up the shrouded barrel there. So don't try to mount a light on that. It's going to wiggle around, probably fall off. But that's pretty much all I've got to say about this little revolver. If you're looking for an inexpensive option to Smith & Wesson's 22 long rifle revolvers, and maybe you've tried a Taurus before and didn't like it, give Charter Arms a try. They seem to be pretty good quality, and their customer service is great. This is the Charter Arms Pathfinder target model, 22 long rifle, 4-inch barrel, stainless finish. Get you some. Take that new shooter out there and teach him how to shoot. Be watching for the range videos as the weather gets warmer. Thanks.